everybody. It's me, the Nitty Gritty Yarn Girl. It's Monday night, and this is Twisted Stitches. Thank you so much for joining us here. We have a wonderful Monday night planned for you. I hope you had a good weekend and that it wasn't soggy like ours was here. But like I said yesterday, the snow is melting, so that makes me a happy girl. Paul is recovering beautifully from his double knee surgery. He is making great strides every day, and I get a little bit of pressure taken off me as every day goes by. So that's a good thing. And so he's upstairs and manning the comments, and I've got Pam here down with me, holding onto the camera so that I can kind of do some demo. And of course, I'm Italian and my hands are always moving anyway. So it's no wonder that we weren't upside down and backwards when I was doing this all by myself. So do we have any fans joining us, Mr. Paul?
Well, it's funny you should mention that, Nitty Gritty, because we have Lila Foster says, good evening, friends. And we have Tara Carabello says, hi, and Donna Nahajlo, hello, everyone. Rayshawn D. Jones says, Rayshawn Jones. Darren Showers, our friend from the Cape, hello, and hope everyone is well. Anna Maria Milani, happy Monday, everyone. And Leslie Wells Flaherty, hi, everyone. Julie Vincent says hi, and Judy Rondo Snitkin, greetings, everyone. She's our local friend from Niantic.
Our local friend from Niantic. So let me add a little commentary here. Pam is down here with me in the studio. Pam's husband is upstairs with Paul, and he's not learning how to be the commentator, but he's the commentator's buddy right now.
Keeping an eye on things, that's all.
Say hello to Roderick.
You keep him in line there, Mr. Rod. Okay, so that's
we got a few more comments real quickly. Andrea Whitmore, happy Monday from Indiana. And thank you for my sharing gift arriving today. Anna Munford, hey, gritty groupies. It's been a while since I've caught you live. Andrea Whitmore shared, just in case. And we have a celebrity sighting. Woot, 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 woot. Jody Long is in the house. Says, good evening, everyone. Hello, Jody. We love all things Jody Long. Just saying. Kitsy Demaray, hi from Cortland, New York. It's snowing again here, 23 degrees. And Sula B. Cook says, hello, hello. Ray Sean D. Jones meant to say hi, LOL. And Julie Bensler Jackson, happy Monday. And hi, Mom.
Hi, Mom. Is that my Jen?
No, Julie Bensler Jackson has a mom. I think that's part watching the show.
Oh, well, hi, Mother. Is that a mother and daughter show? Well,
and Jillian Goldrick.
And thank you all. Jody, thank you so much for joining us. I believe it's way past your bedtime. So I'm glad that you're awake and spending some time with us. Thank you so much for doing that. As a matter of fact, we've got your Devon Shawl, the Devon Shawl that Jody Long had out in the Summer Breeze catalog or book, pattern book, is part of our friendship retreat projects this year. And we've already had a few people choose that as their project, as well as have already chosen their yarns. So a couple of things about the friendship retreat. Let's start with that tonight. If you've already signed up, yay, thank you. We're excited to have you join us. If you did sign up and you would like to choose your pattern, your project, and your colors ahead of time, we can set up a FaceTime call or a Zoom call, whichever works best for you. And just kind of take you for a walk through the studio and show you what we've got here for you as far as the colors and the yarns. If you'd like a little snippet of the yarn, just a little sample of the yarns that you're thinking of, I will do my best. If I've got some scraps left over, I'll be more than happy to wind up a little sample for you and send that off to you as well, so you can see what the yarns feel like. So Jody's that kit that uses coastline yarn is a lovely cotton and linen blend. It's gorgeous and is a very popular shawl for the retreat. Let's stay with the retreat now and tell you a couple of other things about it, because I've gotten some questions on the retreat this weekend, especially. The cost of the retreat, the registration includes all your meals, So that's Friday evening. We have a little meet and greet with crudité and dinner. Saturday, breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Sunday, breakfast. All your project that you choose, your pattern, all the swag, the goodies, the gifts, and everything that we have. That is all things knitting and food for the retreat. We also have your masks and face masks and things like that for you as well. Your rooms, your accommodations are separate. Those are booked directly through Water's Edge Resort and Spa. They've got a great price for us. They've kept the room rate under $200 a night, and they've taken off the resort fee. So they've really done a great job to help us make this as reasonable as we possibly could for you. One of the reasons we hold our retreats the way we do is because we want them to be realistically priced. I've gone to several retreats in my time knitting, actually over the past 5 or 6 years, and spent upwards of $3,000 for a retreat that had classes, but I walked away not learning anything. I don't want that. Our retreats are truly retreats. They're getaways. They're time for you to spend with like-minded individuals, having a good time, working on projects, and just communing and enjoying. So we keep it. We're going to be working on helping you with unfinished projects. Bring those on Friday. We're going to be doing that on Friday. There's going to be shopping, of course, and I'm trying to think of what else I have in all the things about the retreat, all things retreat. And so we've got a great weekend planned for you, and we want it to be fun, fiber, fashion, and friendship. That's what we're all about, and we hope that you'll join us there. So, back to the hotel. The rooms accommodate up to 4 people. You can share, 4 people in a room. It's a room rate, not a per person rate. That, I think, was the most important question that I was asked, the most confusing question that I was asked this weekend. It's not a per person rate in the room. So the room is $199 a night. If you're sharing it with 4 people, take $200, divide it by 4. That's what it costs per night, per person. So, and then of course there are taxes, but that's life. Welcome to living in the world. So that's how that works. So if you want to get together with a couple of friends and share a room, have at it. And so the retreat registration is per person. The room registration is per room. I think enough said for that. So I just wanted to share a couple of the other projects that we have for the retreat. We talked about Jody's Devon Shawl. This is I said, I love when there's a little mindless project. There's some folks that just want to come and knit and enjoy. This is what started the friendship retreats at Nitty Gritty Yarn Girl. It's called our Friendship Circle Scarf, and it's knitted in a circle. So you've got a double layer, double thickness when it's done. It's lovely. And it is truly a sampler of yarns by the KFI Indulgence sock yarns. So what we do is we set up 12 mini skeins for you for this. And it's a simple cast on in a circle and let it rip. And when you're done with one color, add the next color and keep going. You don't even need a marker to see where your rows end, because it's just a circle till you finish yarn. So that's that one. That's our simple project. Then we've got the Devon, which I would say is a intermediate, right, project. This is the laces here, but it's not hard. One of the things I love about Jody's patterns is that they're so well written, very, very easy to understand, and we'll be there to help you. So if you want to start this project at the retreat, some people choose to not even work on their projects at the retreat. Others like to get started with them so that if you have any questions, we're there to answer them for you. So I did already knit this one, so I know that, I can help out with that one. The Bojagi, Pam knitted this one. So that is a, really, it's again, not hard. we're featuring a different yarn for this. We're featuring Apple Fiber Studio, but we knitted it up in Art Yarns because this yarn happened to come in and we loved it. So, you know, really very, very pretty shawl, the Bojagi. So it's, you know, you've got your garter stitch, a little mosaic, and then some lace, a pretty lace design in there. Very, very lovely. And so, yes, Art Yarns are available to knit this or anything in, but that would be an upgrade as far as yarns go. The other garment that we have for the retreat is our signature Twisted Stitches shawl. And this is a sampling, more like a sampler shawl than anything else, because it just gives you an opportunity to practice lots of different stitches. We've got drop stitches and lace and mosaic and eyelet and a little bit of everything in there for you to, you know, to just practice your stitches with. And then the
hold on a second, Nitty Gritty. We got a few comments to get caught up on.
Okay.
Jillian Goldrich says, exciting, and Gail Mons, I hope everyone is doing well tonight. Nancy March, good evening, everyone. And Julie Bensler Jackson says, my mom is watching with me tonight. Heart-eyed emoji. Kitsy Demaray, looking good, Paul. Thank you very much. Tomorrow is 5 weeks, and I'm able to go up and downstairs. No problem. Susan
so
Meek, good evening. Gloria Freiheit, good evening. Heather Campbell, hello from Wawa, Ontario, Canada. And Heather Campbell shared, just in case you were wondering. And
so I've got Darren and Heather. Hold on a minute. Darren.
In the meantime, Kathleen Bray, hi from California. Had trouble finding the comment button. Sorry I'm late. Sure wish I could join the retreat. Shh, you can't. You just have to buy your airfare, register for the hotel, and sign up. That's it. It's simple.
It's that easy.
Andy Donahue Gruber, just finished my Cozy Cables pocket shawl from the January Vogue Knitting Live. I love it. That's all capitalized. And
Cool.
making an appearance, the boy wonder himself, Bryce Wonders, all the way from Pennsylvania.
Well, that's great. Heather Campbell was the other person, right? I got all the ones before the
Hold on,
show
I
started.
have to say this one. Gina Bates, hi, but late here.
Uh-oh.
And Lynn Gordon, can't wait to share this with a friend. All right, I'll be back.
Super, super, super. Thank you, everyone. Thank you for watching with your mom. Darren, it's good to have you back. I think I missed you for a week or so when you were not in, and there was somebody else that Paul mentioned. Paul goes through those comments so fast that I don't have a chance to interact with them, but I'll be sure to answer any things that I didn't remember while we were there. So Paul said, yes, we wish you could come to the retreat too. So, you know, we've got people who are on the fence. Don't wait. You know, if you want to come on. We'll love to have you there. And then we have, of course, our Sweet Valentine cowl is also another very popular piece for the retreat. And so the last one is the ballad shawl. And I'm waiting to get a sample of that in. And I'm also getting a color card for the yarns for that as well. So I can take a peek at the different colors and see what I think will be the most interesting ones to order for everyone. So that's the retreat. And I finished this cute. I'm so happy with the way this came out. I've been saying I wanted to knit with Miyabi, and I wanted to choose something that was quick and simple and really showed the yarn beautifully. And the cowl is called Gutsy. That's the name of the pattern, Gutsy. Don't ask me why. But so this is a lovely cowl that's worked. And you start with a tube top. So you got this little tube top here. And then it goes to short rows to create the V, the herringbone, if you will, design in there. And then, so this is all short rows. This whole thing is done with short rows. Then once you finish this section, it kind of comes like this. Then you go to the back and you start here. So you'll finish here with the front piece. And then you start with this cute little shoulder covering in the back. It's really so sweet because it keeps your, the back row. You got the back of your neck warm here, and then your shoulders, because some cowls just kind of hang across your neck, but this kind of covers the back of your, the back of your shoulders as well. So that's the cowl. And I wanted to get a little more mileage out of it. So I saw if I could come up with, if I could get the mitts out of it, and I did. So I found this cute little garter stitch short rows. And so we've got short rows on here, short rows on here. Everything is garter stitch, so it kind of flows really nicely together. And I was able to get the mitts out of it. Now, I have a little hand, but these mitts are big. I folded this over, and I cut it short by a couple of rows on the mitt, because I was afraid I might run out of yarn. But let me just show you, and I had Pam try them on too. So you could get, and these are knitted horizontally, and there are short rows in here. So you could actually start by casting on less. It's 44 stitches. You could actually start by casting on less than that and just adjusting your short rows. It would still work out really nicely. So that's the mitt. And like I said, I have a tiny hand, but I can't imagine that this size mitt would not fit anyone. If your hand's bigger, broader, because you've got a lot of give in here. So on the website, this is called Short Row Cowl and Mitts. And
speaking of short row, cowl, and mitts, I have to get caught up here. Beverly Reiser, good evening from Manitowoc, Wisconsin. Keep knitting. And Dina Justice says, hello all. Happy Monday, and we are coming to the retreat.
Who's coming?
Dina Justice.
Yay!
Rita Johnson Cotterman from Eureka, California. Hello, I finally made it with a cool-eyed glasses emoji. Gina Bates says, what's the short sleeve sweater in blue?
Oh, we're tiptoeing over there. Okay, so this is Miyabi. You can also search with the term Miyabi, and you'll find the short rows shawl or cowl.
And while you're going over there, Judy Rondo Snitkin says, Paul, Nancy Ball is watching too. Tara Carabello, do we call the hotel and say we are the retreat for the special rate? How does that work?
Good question, Tara. Yes, you'll get the special rate. Tell them you're with the Nitty Gritty Yarn Group.
And Anna Maria Milani says, yes, what is that blue sweater?
Okay, we're getting to it. But I wanted to show you all the colors of the Miyabi before we scooch down that way. So those are the colors that Miyabi comes in. We have them all in stock. And all right, let's go this way. So you all remember when we did our Noro trunk show, we had, actually it was sitting right here at this same spot, the Lemon Drop Poncho Tea. Lemon Drop Poncho Tea. And here, let me grab the magazine, because I think I just put it right in here. Yeah. And I'll show it to you. So here it is. You saw this on the show. Well, we were able to get some blues, and we decided to knit it in the blues. So that's the Lemon Drop Poncho in the blues. And before we started the show tonight, I was deciding what piece of jewelry I wanted to put with it. And this is the piece that I chose, but just watch how cute this was. So this is, I was telling Pam, this is like your favorite little white jean skirt in the summer. How cool is this? Really sweet. And then I said, well, maybe I want to do something more colorful, because look at all the colors in here. So you could actually put something like that with it to pull the colors out and make it more casual, and maybe kind of a flip-floppy kind of day, with a pair of what's those things? Capris. Thank you. I lost my word for a moment there. So a little capris there would look cute with with a little colorful. I think we got these in Curacao. Now that I think of it, I know I got them on our honeymoon. And then if you wanted to dress it up for the evening, you could always
evening wear.
There you go. You can put that with it. So, you know, a couple of different ways that you can wear something like this, change the look to go from day to night, even if you're out for an afternoon and, you know, you just want to run home really fast and freshen up before you go out for dinner. All you can do is change your necklace or not, depending on what you're doing and depending on your mood. You know, sometimes we don't even change our necklace. We just kind of go the way we are. But I just thought this was a really nice way to show the versatility of this top. So don't you love it?
Speaking of necklace,
I'm sorry,
speaking of necklace, Bensy Bag says, love those matching fingerless gloves, and Jackie Vandenberg is the cowl on Ravelry. Sweet.
The cowl is the cowl on Ravelry. Yes, the cowl pattern itself is on Ravelry.
And Anna Maria Milani wants to know the what other Noro yarn cowl led you make cowl in? Little spell check there.
What other Noro yarn would I make that cowl in?
Yes.
I think that's what you're asking. Be careful, sweetie.
I think so.
The original pattern, the person who came up with that pattern created it in akari. So it's like this one's akari. Very similar colors to what you see in the one that I knitted. You know, here's the pretty rusts. So akari is another great yarn for that.
Woot, 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 woot. Booking alert, booking alert. Tara Carabello, I'm booking it. The retreat, exclamation point.
Yeah.
And Rita Johnson Cutterman, I love that lemon drop in that blue.
It does look pretty. It does look pretty. Let me see here now. So this, I just want to check this for a second for you all. So the akari is 480 meters. I think that's about 520 yards. And the Miyabi is 250 meters. So you would need only one akari to two Miyabis. So one way or the other. So if you're interested in the akari, give me a call and I'll get a price up for you. I'll get a price for you now. I will set up the pattern the kit on the website for both akari and Miyabi so that you can order it either way. But I can't promise that that'll be done tonight. So if you're interested in the akari, just give me a holler. Or you could go onto the website to KnittyGrittyYarnGirl.com, go to akari, and look at the colors and order one skein or one ball. And in the and then the pattern, I'd have to add the pattern to it because I have to pay for the pattern. So I have to charge you for that as well. But that's because it's not my pattern. So this one is, so if you wanted this, you could order it. The pattern, I think, was $6 or $6.50. So that's the difference. That's the additional amount that you'll be charged. Just let me know you want the pattern as well.
Gina Bates wants to know, so is it a poncho or a shirt?
It's a tee. It's called a poncho tee. And the reason it's called that is because of its loose nature. So it kind of falls like a poncho. See? It's, it's kind of drapey like a poncho would be, as opposed to more fitted like a sweater. So they call it a poncho tee. And when you order this kit, you get the Noro magazine, because the only way the pattern is available right now is with the magazine. It's in the magazine. And when you order that, there is an errata that is on the website, and I will include the errata in the magazine. We actually discovered it before the magazine came out, because that's the beauty of knitting the garments before they actually hit the streets. If there's something that we need to know about them, we can kind of get that out to our friends. So those of you who have already ordered the lemon drop kit, when the yarns come in, because we do have some or some orders already, we will just send you the errata along with your kit, so you don't have to go searching for it. We'll take care of that for you. So that's that. Oh, and the Enka yarn, the new Enka by Noro just came in today. And let me find one of the Anka patterns that's in here. Anka is more, where did that one go? Why did I lose it? This, oh.
While you're looking for that, Gina Bates says, I'm making the at what yarn? Is that yarn speak or is that spell check?
I'm making the app what yarn?
Yeah.
I don't know what that is.
And Rita Johnson Cotterman says, what level of knitting for the lemon drop?
Pam, you knitted that one. I'm not sure. What do you think? Aggressive intermediate? Or is it more, it's not really beginner?
No, I would say intermediate.
Yeah. Only because it's knitted this way?
This way.
This way?
Yep. Yep.
So
it's knitted. It's knitted.
I'm gonna let Pam do this because she's the one
from this direction to that direction.
So you're using both colors at the same time?
Yes, you are.
Okay. So, oh, I see. All right, that's true because you got your stitching is going across this way. So it's knitted, and you're knitting this far with one color, and then you're going up to here.
No, you're actually knitting with both colors right from the very beginning.
Okay.
Casting on, and then you're going this way.
Okay.
And then this is knitted right over. So this is not sewed later. You're actually knitting
the shoulders and then attaching the shoulders at the neckline and then
Correct.
going down the back.
Correct.
And then stitching the sides.
Correct.
Cutting the, seaming the sides.
Yep.
Okay. So that is, it's a very, and it's, let me tell you, it's very light. It's light and airy. You could easily put a camisole under this, if it's a little cool out, because this is a very cottony, soft, fluffy yarn. The only way I can explain it, it's kind of like knitting with cotton balls. It's really soft and light. Another one of the cotton yarns by Noro is Sonata, and Sonata is another one that has no wool in it. And this is even softer and lighter than Sonata, even though this is also a 3. This is a 3 weight.
Yeah, it was a little thicker than
it's a
the
little
Sonata.
bit thicker than Sonata. It's got a little more texture to it
that one's Sonata.
than Sonata.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's right. So this is Sonata over here. And you can see that this is more structure, this yarn. When the fabric that knits up is a little more structured than than this is here. This is more light and very airy.
Light and fluffy.
What? Light and fluffy.
Light and fluffy. And Gina Bates meant to say, I'm making that yarn. And Maria Brandt says, it's beautiful. And Anna Marie Milani, what yarn is the lemon drop?
What yarn is the lemon drop? The lemon drop is Kakigori.
Fancy Bags shared.
Who shared?
Fancy Bags. I'm thinking that's a new account, Fancy Bags.
Yes.
I'm thinking it might be related to Bensavengo.
Bensavengo. Yeah. Oh, I need your help, team. Hold on a minute here. Okay, question to the group. I have a question for the group. So here's the next pattern I want to knit. One of my favorites. I've been wanting to knit this for a very long time. It's called Hipster. It's knitted with a worsted weight yarn. Now I want to do it. I think it'll look really pretty for summer with a little soft fringe on there, just a little tiny fringe, and the open and close, the open knit. So, but here's the yarn I'm going to knit it in. I want to knit it in something that's going to be more gradient than solid. And so I'm going to be knitting it in Cumulus, and a Cumulus rainbow. But I want your help in deciding which color to knit the sample in. So here's what I'm going to say. You're going to vote for blue, green, red, orange, or purple? Okay. Blue, green, red, orange, purple. So I'd love to get some votes on that so that I can knit it up and see. I know where I'm leaning, but I'm wondering what you have to say. So Pam and I were going back and forth, and I said, you know what? I'm going to ask the crowd for their opinion tonight. So I love when you all help me, because then I've got and look at the pretty colors, how they are on the inside. I mean, I can't wait to do this.
All right, we've got some early results coming in, but before that, Fancy Bag says, wow, nice pronunciation, Paul. And Annie Olson, I've knit it. Gina
have
Bates,
you knit the hipster?
I think
I
so.
hope you liked it.
Gina Bates comes in at blue. Coming around the corner, it's Anna Munford with blue. Gail Mons, the middle one. Dina Justice, green. And Julie Bensler Jackson, whose mom is also watching, by the way, comes in with a blue and a smiling emoji. Derek Arabello comes in with blue, and Donna Nahajlo coming up from the left with purple. Anna Maria Milani comes around the turn with orange, and Darren Showers is coming around the bend with blue. Gail Mons pulls ahead with a red. Jackie Vandenberg. Jackie Vandenberg pulls ahead with a blue. And another one, Andrea Whitmore, blue. Ray Shondi Jones, blue. I'm sensing blue is leading the pack here. But, whoa, hold on. Beverly Reiser coming up from behind with a solid green. Heather Campbell, orange. I know you love green and yellows, Paulette. Andy Donahue Gruber says blue. Rita Johnson Cotterman comes in with purple. And Sue Libby Cook, green summertime. I feel like iced tea. Kelly Epsom Richards says green. Annie Olson comes in with red. And coming from behind real quickly. You know, all of the comments just shifted. Anyway, there's like a whole bunch of colors coming in faster than I can keep up with. But the Nitty Gritty Yarn Girl will address each and every one personally, even if it means staying up until 2 a.m. in the morning. Alrighty then, I'll be back when there's more reason for me to come back.
Until then, you're just gonna go to sleep, and then I took a nap. Oh my goodness, that was so funny. And we have a wonderful expression in our house. And then I took a nap. And you know, maybe I don't know. One day, Paul, should we share the little thing that my son wrote to me one day?
And not in mixed company.
Not in mixed company.
Oh, Donna Nahajlo says, Paul, you're on fire.
He's burning. He's burning. Hey, it's better than him being in pain. I'm very happy. It's like I finally got my husband back. So I was going to show you all short rows tonight. I was going to do a quick thing on short rows, but you know what? Oh my goodness, we're out of time. Do you still want to see short rows? I'll show you a quick one. And it's not really a tutorial. I just want to show it to you because the of the short row cowl that we're doing. So I'm just going to show you. And the interesting thing with the short row cowl is that, and in the mitts, is that they're both garter stitch. And when you're knitting short row with a garter stitch, it's really simple. You don't have to do any wrapping or you know, you just got to you just go back the other way. So, you know, it'll say knit 4. Is that him coming?
It's not here.
Okay. Oh, she's probably hearing it on the other end. Okay. So knit 4 and then turn and knit 3. For example, you just got to read. I mean, just do whatever the pattern says. So now I'm not to the end of the row, but it tells me to turn and knit 7, for example. So now I take my yarn, which is in its purl position. I'm going to put it in the back and I'm going to knit 7. And I want to show you what happens here. 2 and 3. Now this is where I knitted 3 before I came and then turn. But you see now I've got this little gap because it's all knit. You don't really have to worry about wrapping and picking anything up because it just kind of picks itself up. So now I knit my 7 and you can see how I'm starting to angle here. So now I'm going to turn, it tells me to turn and now knit to the end. So when it says knit to the end, when you're wrapping or when you're doing short rows, knitting to the end means once you turn it, you're going to go back to the other end. And again, there's another short row where we had turned. I believe it's right here. And once we do that, we're just going to pick up knit the next stitch, and it is going to close up that row. And now what I love about knitting this and showing it to you with this yarn is that you can see how your angle is starting right there. So it helps you, short rows help you to create a shape in your piece. Really simple to do. There are lots of different types of short rows, everything. There's German short rows, Japanese short rows, wraps and turns, and all different kinds of short rows. The most important thing is to do what the pattern tells you to do. And because whenever there's a special stitch in a pattern, and whatever that stitch is, I don't care if it's purl or if it's yarn over, the pattern instructions tell you what to do. There's always special stitch instructions in your pattern. So read whatever that designer tells you to do. And if it's confusing, write to the designer.
Speaking of designer and question, one Jody Long says, yes, I want to see short rows. I came on to learn them. Laughing face emoji. And Heather Campbell says, nap happens. That's all there is to it. Anna Mumford says, I think the blue won, and video shared.
You know what, Jody? If I wanted to right now, I'd have Paul drag you right into this thing and have you show us all how to do short rows. So be careful. Just showing you how to do short rows for that little short row cowl. Just simple, because it's knit. It's all garter stitch. It's so easy to do. Oh, and remember, when you're working garter stitch in the round, it's knit one row, purl one row. It's not purl all your rows. It's knit one row, purl one row. That's how you get garter stitch in the round. So when you're doing your short rows, you know, remember that whether you're on a knit row or a purl row, I can't remember. I think all the short row work is on the knit rows, but just keep that in mind. All right. You don't want to think that because when we knit in the round on stockinette, it's all knit. It's not purl to get garter stitch. Knit one row, purl one row. So, Jody.
Breaking news.
What?
Breaking news. Tara Carabello says, just registered for the retreat. Sign up, knitters. And Gita Bates, Jody, how do we do the seed stitch fast? LOL. Donna Nahajlo already did. Can't wait. And Jody says, sure, I'm up for that one day. And Libby Cook says, thank
Jody.
you.
I
Didn't know how to wrap on knit.
You're the best, Jody. We do. We'll put you on the spot. Actually, our knitters on the Jody has made an appearance on our knit along right now that we're doing right now because we're knitting one of his sweaters, and his very, very helpful, great hints, and we just love your support while we're going through this. So we're going to drag you on probably one more time before we're done with this, but we'll do it on a Saturday again. So I need to grab a name and pull and get a name and see who wins our sharing. Were there any last minute sharers, Paul? The last name you said.
Let's see. I think Anna Munford shared.
Okay. I'll make sure I add her here.
And I think Bensy Bag shared before.
I put Bensy in.
Bensy's in.
Anna.
Yeah, and then there's like a million different colors.
Yeah, well, we're going to get, you'll
And
see me knitting
all the way
away
from
in your
Virginia,
paper.
Carolyn Noller, sorry late, we'll catch the beginning in replay.
Cool. Carolyn chose her.
You think somebody wants to win something tonight? Do you think that's really what's happening here?
I think.
Does anybody want to? Andrea Whitmore, I shared.
We'll
Hey,
put
slide
you
on
in
over,
there
Nitty.
right after.
Slide on over. Your face is covered by the square.
It's okay. All right. Look who won.
And the winner is?
Wonder. Guess who won? Bryce Wonder.
Whoa!
The Wonder Boy.
The Wonder Boy himself. The Boy Wonder.
The Boy Wonders. Thank you so much, Bryce, for supporting Nitty Gritty Yarn Girl and for sharing. Even though you dye your own yarns, we can't wait to get some of those here on our show. Thank you for sharing, Nitty Gritty Yarn Girl. And we'll be sending your prize out to you. Thank you. So we're going to see you next week. I'm going to find out what color I'm knitting the hipster shawl in. And you're going to see it on my needles because tomorrow, Paul is going to his first physical therapy offsite. And I have to sit there and wait for him in the car. So I love you all. Thank you so much. Thank you for signing up for the treat. Thank you for being a fan of Nitty Gritty Yarn Girl. We'll see you next week and keep an eye out. You never know when we're going to go live again. Take care. We'll see you soon.